friends, this is Ajit Kumar from Chennai. Today we're going to see how to declare declarative schema in Magento. So I have created a document here. So first creating the DB schema. So first you have to register your modules. For registering the modules, you should create your own custom modules. Inside that you should create etc/module.xml and registration.php. This two file is useful to create your own modules in Magento. Once you register your modules, so now we're going to declare our declarative schema in Magento 2. For declaring declarative schema, first you have to create db_schema.xml under etc directory inside your modules. So I already have created a declarative schema and have defined my modules as well. So I'm just comes here. So this is the core modules. So from here I have created the vendor name as a learning path. Inside that we have a lot of modules. For declaring the declarative schemas, I have created the module name as a DB schema. So from here I have already created the registration.php and module.xmls, and from here I have already created DB schema.xml. So from here we have some standard structures. So first you have to define the schema, and later you have to define your modules. Sorry, not a modules. Now you have to declare your tables. So from here, for declaring the table, you should make it as a table attributes, and name should be the table name, and you can define the column of your tables like hint or backer or timestamp or whatever. So it's up to you. So right now I have created a table for blog. So the primary key is blog ID, and the title, name, description is a part of the tables, and the blog ID is primary. We have to define it. So I have created the constraint attributes, and inside that I will make it as blog ID as type as primary. So then while running the setup command, then easily come to know that which one is the primary key. And if you want to create multiple tables, so even in same DB schema you can create a multiple tables like this, but no need to go with the same table name. Just add new tables, then you can define multiple tables in single DB schema or XML. So for before running to the setup upgrades, so we should run the DB schema whitelist. First we have to generate a whitelist.json. For that you should run some set of commands. So I'm just running the commands. Already it's in my local. Okay, so from here, right, so we have to run setup db declarative schema. So from here we have defined the module name options. So right now I want to run this command only for my modules. I don't want to run for remaining modules. If you want to run for entire Magento, you should make it as all instead of a learning path underscore db schema. So right now I'm just defining my modules instead of running for all the modules. So once the command is run, then we can see that whitelist.json. So inside your modules under etc, let's wait until the whitelist has been generated. Yeah, it's done. Let's check whether whitelist.json has generated in our repository. Yeah, you can see the db schema whitelist.json has been generated. So from here, so whatever the table name and whatever the columns and what primary key we have attached, the constraint is primary, it's true. Okay, now it's done. I will before running to setup update, I'm just validate whether in my database table it's already present that blog declarative schema table. So I'm just, yeah, okay, this is the one. I'm just press enter. The right now the no result is found. Okay, I'm just running the setup update commands. Okay, it's updating. So once the setup update command will complete, then we can see our declarative tables in our database. Let's pause my video until the setup upgrade command will run. So it's my local, so it will take more time, so I don't want to waste time. Yeah, now you can see here, right, the update setup upgrade command is successfully run without an error. So I'm just going to my database tables. So I'm just trying to refresh it. Why? Because the tables got updated. if you search in the existing table, we can't find that table. So I'm just refreshing here, so you can see already we have searched. Automatically the blog declare table comes into our current DB. So from here you can see the blog ID, title. If you go for the structures, so from this could be act as the primary key. So however we have defined in the declarative schema, so the blog ID is primary and remaining field like varchar, the same like it has been defined here. So same like, right? So this is how we can make it. And yeah, make sure, so whatever changes you are going to do inside the declarative schema, you should generate the whitelist.json. So then you should run the setup upgrade. And I have some set of GitHub. So from here I have created the documents for how to create a table, drop and rename. So right now we have completed for how to create a tables. If you want to drop a table, so what you have to done, so for that just come to DB schema. From here you just comment out all the tables. If you comment out, or you can remove the entire lines of code that related to our tables, and just save your files. And again you should generate the whitelist.json. Have tried to generate this kind of stuff, but I can see whitelist.json there is no any changes occurs. So let's see. I don't know, it's taking more time. Let's see. Yeah, it's done. Now I'm just, if I check the whitelist.json, there is no any changes right now. So I'm just run the setup command. So I'm just pause my video because setup command will take some time in my local machines. Yeah, our setup command is updated. So right now we have dropped the tables. Let's check in our DB. So I'm just refreshing the database, and let's check the blog declarative table is not present in our database. And yeah, now the next thing, so we're going to see, so we have completed how to create a tables and how to drop it table in declarative schema. So if you want to rename a table, so if you wrongly updated the table names in your database, if you want to rename it, we have to use on create attributes. So from there we have to use the migrated data from another tables. So from here you have to define a new tables. So the same like we're going to rename a tables in a lifetime. So I'm just come back here, and I'm just uncomment all the tables. And if I want to rename it, so you can make it as table, the name, you have to enter your new table name. So like I'm just entering like the blog underscore new, and yeah, you can make this copy and have pasted here and close the tables. So from here is the whole table name, the blog declarative tables. I saved it, and I'm just comment this line. Okay, it's everything seems to be fine. So we're going to migrate from the another tables, and it's a blog declarative. The new table name should be the blog declarative table. So when I run the whitelist.json, so let's run this. Okay, if I run the setup upgrade command, what happened, so the blog declarative table, the existing table will delete in your database, and it will create a new one like blog declarative table new. So this is the process, this is the things it will happen while we're going with this command. So yeah, let's check whether the whitelist as generator, no, it's still running. Yeah, it's done. So let's check for whitelist.json. So from here you can see, so one more object has been created. So from here, the whatever the new table we have created, right, and with the columns and the primary key is true. So yeah, we have both the JSON formats like the old table and new table. So no need to worry about it. Once you run the setup upgrade, so only the new table has been generated. So I'm just run this setup command. Okay, the setup command is successfully completed. Let's go back to the database. I'm just refreshing the database because right now it will delete the existing table and it will create a new one. So I'm just trying to find the blog declarative table, but you can see the table name is renamed like the table new, whatever the name we have given in the db schema.xml. It's a new, right? So just we have added a new at the end of the existing table, so it's coming here. Let's check for the structure, the same structure, right? The block id title, however we defined here. So the column and entity won't change, only the change is the table name. So this is how we can create and drop and rename a table. And yeah, adding a column and drop and change and renaming of a columns could come up with the next videos. So kindly review for the next videos, so from there you can learn a lot from the declarative schema. So thank you so much. If you have any query, just add the comments. So most probably I will be online, so I will give all solutions for your queries. And thank you so much. Bye bye, see you on the next video.